back in D.C. after a flight to Michigan to witness President Trump's first 100 days rally. Monica, before you get into any of the substance, I have a question for you. One
Mhm.
of the big, most fun things at Trump rallies is when he points back to the media and says, look at those lying media, and everybody turns around and boos the media. Unfortunately, you're back there too. Do you feel some of that, or are you like, yeah, they're not talking about me?
Yes, I do feel that, but then I also kind of wave and I say, "No, no, it's not me, I promise." And I'll show like my mic flag, and it'll be, whatever. It'll say Frontlines TPUSA. I'm like, we're not part of that. Don't rope us in with that. But it's always fun. The energy actually at this rally was off the charts. I mean, it was definitely one of his smaller ones, given the fact that it was in the middle of the week. But the energy, the volume of the people in the crowd, it was loud, and it was a lot of fun actually. So they were playing along with President Trump. It was a really good time.
Yeah, talking about some of the stuff that he's accomplished in his first 100 days, well, a bunch of the media has decided they're going to take shots at it. Can you kind of talk about what MSNBC is talking about, to what CNN blurting out all of the lawn signs, his interview with ABC last night? Can you kind of just give us a lowdown on what's happening?
Yeah, the mainstream media was on full-blown attack, firing on all cylinders against President Trump, clearly after his very monumental rally that he hosted his first 100 days. And he was outlining all the successes from the economy, immigration, for culture, faith, you name it. President Trump was listing them all off. And here at the White House, just a day before the rally, you saw all these yard signs of the illegal aliens. And yes, that is exactly what it was, and showing all their crimes and their mugshots and the fact that they are illegal aliens. There's actually one rogue one that's still left up here. It's right here, and it's the big fat lady who was arrested for dealing fentanyl. They kept that one up on purpose, I believe, which I think is pretty funny. But the fact that MSNBC, CNN were blurring the faces of the mugshots in the background of their hits or in their reporting or whatever, you name it, it was very telling, and the reason why they did it is because they didn't want anybody to get in trouble. God forbid an illegal alien listed on the side of them for a heinous crime is caught or is misrepresented or is being said that they did a crime that they didn't do. That's kind of what the vibe was, the reason why they decided to blur out the faces back here. And then you had ABC just right after, moments after President Trump gave his 100 days rally. Terry, whatever his name is, he was actually here, by the way. I passed by him here at the White House. He's on the White House grounds. Not entirely sure what he's doing here. But he returned back to the White House. I guess he didn't get enough of President Trump the first time. But President Trump did a fantastic job at countering ABC's questions and just attacks, constantly bombarding him with, "Oh, are you sure that you're friends with You're not friends with Vladimir Putin? You can make a deal with Ukraine. Do you trust Vladimir Putin?" Just all these questions and their obsession with Vladimir Putin on full display last night. But President Trump knows exactly what he's doing. His successes speak for themselves, and he has the numbers and really the first term and the first 100 days to prove it.
Yeah, the immigration statistics coming out are fascinating,
Yeah.
especially with how much pushback he's gotten. Pushback, renegade activist judges issuing injunctions on him. It was also
Mhm.
fascinating too how they continue to die on the hill of we need to bring back this illegal criminal gang banging wife beater who's now in El Salvador, and he's a citizen of El Salvador. It is wild that that is the hill that they continue to choose to die on. Monica Page, Turning Point's White House correspondent. Thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks so much, Jobob.